What is up, guys? Welcome to a new podcast episode. We got episode 20 of the Elite Self show today, and super pumped to talk about this topic. This is one of the most important mindset keys when starting any type of self-development journey, whether you know you need to work on your fitness or your health or your energy or your routine optimization, or there's some habits you want to implement or beliefs you need to shift. No matter where you're starting, we see this a lot in health and fitness. The concept is you need to take massive, messy action, especially if you're embarking on this journey on your own. Massive, messy action. What's the alternative to this? Perfect inaction, right? And this is where a lot of people find themselves, especially a lot of you A-type entrepreneurs, leaders, and CEOs who want all the ducks in a row, who want the perfect strategy, who want 100% clarity on the execution before you begin. And if that truly is a need for you, I'd recommend getting a coach or a mentor, because they know what that would look like for you based on your current situation. But again, if you're embarking on this on your own, then it's likely that you're going to have to take some level of messy, imperfect action. And you can correlate this to your business life as well. I mean, how much messy action did you need to take? How much action did you need to take without 100% clarity, without knowing what the ROI was, without knowing what the payoff was going to be, without knowing if it was the right direction or not? Probably lots if you're advanced in your entrepreneurship journey, right? And so you need to apply the same muscle to your health and fitness journey and your self-development journey, where if you're starting, or if you've fallen off, maybe you've tried other strategies in the past, you're not really sure what to do, right? You're like, oh, this guy's over here saying this company's telling me that their thing is the magic bullet. My friend Joe is saying do this because it worked for him. And you're like, and you may have kind of an idea of what would work for you, but you're just like, I don't know what to do. In this situation, just erase all the noise and commit to like a simple 1 to 3 things that are low-hanging fruit that you know are good for you. This can look like getting your ass in the gym, or if you don't know how to work out, just simply starting to walk or do some push-ups, squats, burpees at your place, right? This can look like implementing a water target, 4 liters gallon, for example. This can look like starting to track your calories through MyFitnessPal, or simply starting to audit your diet in some way, shape, or form, placing some constraints in your diet. Maybe you want to limit your sugar intake or your dairy intake or whatever works best for you. Maybe you want to start intermittent fasting. The point is to get started with something, because if you implement 1 to 3 things that you know are good for you, you're going to get in forward momentum. You're going to start making progress. And the best part about it is, just like in entrepreneurship, as you take a step forward, you learn something. It's a new playing field to analyze the field and make a new decision, right? You gain data that you can make a new decision with. Oh, I tried this for 3 weeks. This was the result. Let's keep going. Or I tried this for 3 months. This result was, got me moving. Let's edit this slightly and continue like this, right? Or I did this for 2 months. Absolutely nothing happened, even though it's consistent every day. So let's, maybe let's just do another month just to make sure. Or let's pivot and edit and do this, right? That type of muscle you use lots in entrepreneurship. It's time to use it in your self-development as well, right? And so every time you do something, you learn something, you get more wise to make the next decision or to try the next strategy, right? And finally, if you're an entrepreneur and you're just like, you know what, I don't have the time for this, it's just not part of who I am, maybe I'll start it like after I scale my business to a certain extent or delegate to a certain extent. The fact of the matter is that pattern never really disappears, right? If you're an entrepreneur that is ambitious, there's always going to be the next thing. Oh, I got to work on this project next. Oh, I got to train this team next. I got to do this next, right? So there's never going to be that open period in your life where it's all sunny and rainbows that you can just trot gracefully into your health and fitness journey. You're always going to have to implement it when it doesn't feel comfortable, right? And even if you do implement it in an easy period of your business career, for example, like things are always going to hit the fan, right? And so no matter what chapter of your journey you started in, you will have to learn how to maintain momentum during the hard times, right? And that's part of the development of just implementing 1 to 3 things, getting the ball rolling. It starts to shift your identity that you are now the type of entrepreneur that progresses towards your self-development goals, that progresses towards the version of yourself mentally and physically and otherwise that you know you need to become to max out your true potential. You need to shift your identity such that you are that person. You're the type of guy or gal that makes progress towards that prioritizes your self-development no matter what else is going on. And what you'll start to realize is that it doesn't take time away from you. It doesn't take energy or bandwidth or execution away from you or your business. It gives you all those things back tenfold. Every 20 minutes you spend in the gym relates to, I don't even know how to quantify this, but I mean, if you if you spend 20 minutes in the gym, like 5 days a week, or just 20 minutes working out, even at home or going for a run, whatever, taking that 20-minute chunk out of your day is gonna give you so much more back than like any other use of that 20-minute time, right? It's true. It gives you energy back. It gives you time back in the sense that if you are even a 10 to 20% increase in regards of high performance version of yourself, you have a bit more energy, you have a bit more cognitive performance, you have a bit more congruence because you're actually leading yourself. So you feel like you can lead others around you at a higher level, which is true, which is what happens. Then you gain time back because you're more productive, you're more assertive, you're more creative, you make things happen faster. All the guys at the top level will testify to this. And all the entrepreneurs that start to embark on their health and fitness journey testify to this as well. Really, once they get super dialed in and have like things like going very smoothly and are crushing it in the gym, crushing it with their nutrition, they've optimized their energy, their routines, their sleep, etc. But even when you implement that first 1 to 3 things, you can start to reap those dividends. Especially if there's some low-hanging fruit that you know you need to start tackling right away. A lot of the times it's bedtime. We're all guilty sometimes of scrolling on our phone too late at night. If you do that consistently, you're shooting yourself in the foot because you're robbing yourself of crucial energy and recovery that your sleep gives you. And this starts a very difficult cycle of you feel tired during the day, you don't feel like going to the gym, your work output is less productive, right? And so oftentimes setting a clear bedtime or screens away time can be super high leverage. If you don't work out at all, starting to work out in any way for really any duration would be super high leverage, whether you want to go into the gym 5 days a week, 3 days a week, 20 minutes, 45 minutes, whatever it is. Implementing something in that department will be extremely high leverage. It'll make you healthier across the board. It'll make you more energized and more confident. So again, super high leverage. Auditing your diet. What we eat is what we become and also how we feel. And so there's may or may not be some low-hanging fruit in the nutrition department for you, where maybe it's less sugar or less alcohol or just more greens, maybe implementing a multivitamin, maybe focusing on slower carbs, whatever the case may be, right? And so depends on where you're at, what your situation is, but pick 1 to 3 things that you can implement right away. Forget all the noise and just execute for the next 30 to 90 days. You will find that you'll feel better. You'll become a more high-level entrepreneur. And as a result, your full potential is now back in play. Because whether you want to admit it or not, if you're not operating on full cylinders mentally, physically, energetically, and with your health, your max potential is not viable. Even if you're doing well, according to everyone else's standards, you know that max potential level that you can create with your business, with your life, and with your positive impact on the world, that is only possible if you become the elite version of yourself. And starting with 1 to 3 things to implement immediately is one way you can do that. Taking messy action, getting in forward momentum is the only thing to do here, right? If you're doing it on your own, it's the only thing to do. If you're going through a coach, for example, our self-development program for entrepreneurs, then you don't have to worry about taking messy action because we have the proper action for you. But again, if you are just confused on the variety of stuff to do, pick the low-hanging fruit, start executing, and never look back. And you can always reach out to me via Instagram just for some 2 cents on your 1 to 3 things based on your situation if you want. I'll happily send you a voice note giving you my 2 cents on the matter. So that's the episode for today, guys. Again, super simple concept. Get in forward momentum in a simple way that you know is good for you. No questions, no excuses. Just make it happen. You know you can and you know you need to. Again, that's my message for you guys today. I hope you found it useful or valuable or motivational. If you did take action based on this, again, let me know. I'd love to congratulate you and give you a little virtual pat on the back. Also, hit me up with any future episode suggestions you guys are interested in. And without further ado, I'll see you in the next episode. Peace out.